Hey, StockGuru team, just want to say what's going on, and hopefully you guys are having a happy day trading. And just want to say thank God for the Fed, right? I mean, they really stepped in at the perfect time, buying all those bonds for us, and really pushing the market in a positive, bullish direction today. So I'd like to start with a disclaimer and let you guys know that we're not professional brokers, and our suggestions are really just that, just our professional opinions and what it is that we can offer. So we're not liable for any, risks, and understand that you can make and lose a lot of money in the marketplace. So, just happy trading, but be educated, get as educated as you can in anything that you do. And especially when it comes to money, it's important to just not throw things at it, but really understand where it comes from. So today we're going to be going over Groupon. So, Groupon is coming up on an earnings play this week, and just want to let you guys know where it is that we sit with it, a little bit about the company, so you can kind of understand where it is and where it's come from and where it's going, right? So I mean, when you look at Groupon, everyone's thinking, great, like coupons and in a group, right? And combining that, and that was really the essential name of the company, but it might strike a chord with you, or not with everybody else, right? So we have different questions that spring up to mind on other people, and we say, is this even a company? Is it a product? And as funny as it may sound, some people might even think it's a country. Well, it is a company, and it has a particular stock, and obviously this stock is characterized by multiple facets of how it's growing in e-commerce. And Groupon started as an American company, and it has sales in differences of ranging between goods and services. So usually what happens is that you can put in your zip code and a Groupon code, and you can find out different kinds of coupons that are going on around your district or your area. And for traveling, I mean, they have a ridiculously good rates when it comes to what you buy for long-term vacation. So anything from like 3 days to a month of vacation, they have some of the best rates, like comparable to what Priceline might have. And you find all this at that site, and you're looking at that, and that for sure, I mean, they must have got really hit hard with our shutdown that was going on. But they made a lot of their money from not only goods and services but travels, right? So as things start to open up, you have to think, hey, there's a lot of people out there that aren't going to have the money that they had before, but are definitely going to want to travel. And you have to think everyone's been kind of cooped up for a while. So as more things get open, the first thing they want to do is just jump all over that travel and take it places. So Groupon has a subscription database where it connects subscribers with local merchants who supply these products and services. So over the years, Groupon has really grown rapidly and expanded very quickly. So it has over 48 million active clients. And obviously, we can expect that their purchases have kind of declined just based on situations that had occurred in the last few months. But it's opened its branches and operational outlets with a global presence in Toronto, in New York, in Canada, in Europe, and Asia. So I mean, they're everywhere, right? And they're definitely a name that has grown presence very quickly. So they make huge sums of money by commissions and charges of transactions. So in sales records indicate that Groupon is currently the number four selling company on the internet for the sales hub industry. So if you have to think that Amazon is number one, and then you've got eBay, and I'm not really sure which one the third one might be, but Groupon being four, I mean, that's huge. And I know they were sitting on like billions of dollars last year that was just sitting on the bank, so zero debt on the company. And they have a ranking of 30% on Zacks industry rating scale. So with stocks valued at around $21 this morning and closing around 24. So they had a around a 17% increase today alone. Obviously, we have a lot of good news because the Fed is stepping in and helping out with buying bonds, but that is just a huge move for Groupon too, especially with the earnings coming up. And we're not expecting those earnings to be as great as they were, but you have to understand, when you invest in a company for long term, you're locking in the price of where it is right now, and where it's going in the future as more things begin to open and travel. I mean, again, we're looking at quarter three and quarter four, but are you ever going to see it at the price that it's at again right now? And that is the question that everyone is really doing and making before they make their purchase. So in 2011, Groupon decided to go public, and the findings showed that it was the largest IPO by an internet company at almost the size of Google since 2004, right? So they were comparing it to Google and how fast it was growing. And in 2010, Forbes had projected that Groupon was going to be bracing up for $1 billion in sales for ahead of virtually every other company. And this is proved to be true. Groupon really came out with a bang, and as travel was really kicking up, people were just turning to this service as saying, "Hey, this is the one that we're going to be using because it's huge discounts, and who doesn't like traveling on a budget?" So with this, Groupon stocks, are personally a great buy, for investors. And with the current, shutdown situation, you have to understand that Groupon is definitely going to hit, a uh, maybe not as rewarding earnings as of right now, but you have to be thinking, where's quarter three, where's quarter four? So if it was a long hold, that would be something that we could definitely agree with. So Groupon is really taking care of their clients during this time, and they're saying that their investments are safe. So there was a lot of people that were buying these travel packages and saying, "Hey, you know what? The dates for this travel time is going to expire," and a lot of the shutdown, didn't allow them to even use that or even travel those destinations. And Groupon has assured their clients that those are refundable. They're even, if you want your money back, you can get your money back, or if you want to take advantage of that travel experience, you still can. It's just going to be delayed at a different time. So, I mean, they really look out for their clients with this. And I think that that's something to definitely recognize as a company because, a lot of other companies could just say, it's your loss. We provided this and whatever. And, how hard it is to get a refund from some of the airlines. And, Groupon really stepped up and took care of their people. So, I like that about a company. So Groupon has really positioned herself in a situation where it's a good investment and something sound where we're looking at it more long term. So this has been placed into a bounce back situation where we saw it kind of decline, and we're expecting for it to bounce back up, and the profit from at the moment was risen to 2.4 billion. So I mean that's huge, right? Especially because they have so little debt or overhead, right? So zero debt, but very little overhead. So you have to think a lot of that just comes in being pure profit. So the with the uncertainty and everything with the shutdown and things like that, you have to understand that this could be a little down because of just those factors alone. But it is picking up. Like I said, it was up a little bit further up today, and when we look at it long term, it definitely has promising outlooks on it. So as a whole, it's a good investable company in which we could say that that's something that we would really want to be part of, whether that be now or later. You can ride this wave and say, all right, well, it's pretty low at where it is. We don't know if it's going to go lower or if it's going to go higher. We don't expect that Q2 to be as generous as any other time before, but we are expecting it to get to another place soon. So, if you're willing to hold on to it and then just say, well, hopefully this gets to a pre-shutdown level, then I think that's a good optimistic way to look at this stock. So if you want more information about it, go to Groupon.com. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and follow us on social media. So on Instagram, it's the Real Stock Guru, and if you want to follow us on our website too or sign up, it's StockGuru.com. All right, everybody. Well, happy trading, and thanks for paying attention, and have a great week.